You miss me? You miss me? Well, I'm back, ladies and gentlemen, as this is the season finale of Bowie State Sports Talk. Yes, your boy, the senior. I'm about to be up and out of here in May. So it's only right to start this season off with the banger. I have a very special guest coming up, very knowledgeable in Bowie State Sports, as he got his own podcast. Stay tuned. Do not go anywhere. You don't want to miss this. Like I said, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to today's episode of Bowie State Sports Talk. We got a very special guest, as you all can see to my right. He got his own podcast on YouTube. You can find, what's the name of your podcast?
Breaking Down the Bulldogs.
Breaking Down the Bulldogs, Mr. Clarence. Sorry about that. How you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, man. It feels good to be back. You know, as we are here in the new MLK building, brand new. Y'all can see a new background. Look beautiful, man. I wish they got this earlier in my senior year, but it is what it is. And let's start off with football, but everybody want to hear. Like, man, I don't even know where to begin, to be honest. But I want to point out, I only found really one positive thing about this team this season, and it's their running game. Like I said, in my article, y'all hear me like promote that a lot. I wrote an article about the moves they made during the offseason. One of those moves that they made was picking up the Virginia Union former offensive line coach, and you see a big improvement in their rush game. Last season they averaged like 100 yards per game. This season they averaging 150. And I think that's a big shout out to the offensive line coach and to Michael Robinson, our new running back. So what have you seen so far in our rush game and our pass blocking as well?
Yeah, for sure. The running game has been noticeably improved this season. Not just from last year, but really the past 2 years, the running game has really struggled a lot. And so that's one of the bright spots that we've seen this year is, you know, the much improved play from the running game. Like even in blowouts, a lot of people say, "Oh, it was a blowout, so that's how y'all got those yards." Trust me, even last year, we couldn't run the ball even in the blowout to try to run out the clock. I remember Virginia Union in the rain. I'm out there and it's 52-3. We're really just trying to get up out of there. Could not run the ball to run out the clock. So trust me, even in the blowout, the fact that we this running attack, we haven't seen it this good in several years.
He not lying, y'all. He is not lying. Honestly, like I said, that's the only positive thing I think about this team from the improvement wise that you've seen good from this team. Anything else you've seen positive from this team? If I'm moving to the negatives, boy, there's a lot of negatives.
Yeah, it's where do you want to start, really?
All right, well, I got no more positives. Let's move to the negatives. First thing in my mind was I see so many missed tackles and open holes for the running back. I feel like our defensive line is like little boys playing amongst men. I be at work while these games are on, so I can't really always watch the plays, but I have the game on in my earphones listening to it if I'm not able to watch it, right? But I did catch the first play of the last game. Who do you play? Virginia Union. Was it Virginia Union?
The last one was Elizabeth City, and then before that was Union at home.
I think it was the first play against Virginia Union. Yeah, I missed last game because I was too busy at work to even watch last game. But against Virginia Union, the first play of the game, they ran the ball. Our defensive line got pancaked. Our middle linebackers missed tackles, and they also got pancaked by the offensive tackles rushing going up field to block them. And we had one cornerback that was being strapped by the wide receiver, could not escape the wide receiver block. First play of the game, they ran the ball for 80 yards, touchdown. It was terrible. It's that's one of my big things with defense. We can't get tackle the ball. We can't tackle, and our defensive line is weak. You agree with that?
Yeah, man, I gotta say, Jada Byers has been a thorn in our side for the last 3 years. I hope he's a senior because I'm tired of seeing him. I mean, seriously, in the last 3 years, he's rushed for about 800 yards.
Against us.
Yeah, 800 yards just in 3 games against us. So hopefully he's a senior because, man, last week was different because it was it almost looked like nobody wanted to tackle him. He was running roughshod, running free. I mean, just 300 yards,
right?
in
Like
one man.
And I remember last season he had like 200. He had like 200 yards.
Yeah, he had about a
like
220 last year. Yeah.
I thought, okay, that's he can't do any better than that. And
Man,
this year had 300.
That was insane.
Oh my god!
Easy 300 too. It was plays where it's 20 yards down the field before he getting touched. I couldn't believe it was going down like that at home.
Like I said, man, our D line don't do nothing like that. They be getting baby by other linemen, like they boys against men. Like I said, and it's crazy.
It's interesting because we've had different guys, different defensive players who, for whatever reason, are no longer on the team, and so that that also plays into, because sometimes we do struggle to get to the quarterback. I think we probably have maybe single-digit sacks this year. If we have double-digit, most of them came against Bluefield and Elizabeth City. Yeah. But yeah, we had a lot of struggles getting to the quarterback this year as well.
I'm moving like right now. So there's an app called Fizz. It's like an anonymous app that college students use. Like at Bowie State, you can only see posts by other Bowie State students. You can't see posts by Morgan State students. So when I open Fizz, I often see people saying it's time to move on from Coach Kyle Jackson. Before I give my opinion on that, do you agree it's time to move on, or should he get another season, get some more chances?
Well, first of all, I gotta be fully transparent. I am definitely biased to this coaching staff. I'm an alumni. I went here 2006 to 2011. I was a super senior. Having a good time, and so I want to be clear. I don't know Kyle Jackson, but I know of him. He was here when I was here, and he was playing here, so I know who he is. But there are other coaches on the staff who I do know. From Baltimore, from like childhood, from like elementary school and stuff like that, and high school. Like there's guys who I know personally. So I am a little biased. I will say this. This year was tough.
Oh boy, was it.
But at the same time, I'll say, like, at the end of the day, this is his third year. And he's following, probably the best coach in Bowie State history that won 3 straight championships and was like 2 games away from the national championship. And when he left, it was kind of like the midnight hour. And so I would say I would give Jackson some more time because you got to think about it with Wilson. Wilson was here, I think, either 9 years or 11 years.
He kind of coached in 2010, I want to say, or 2009.
Around there. The championships and all that came, like, it wasn't in the first 3 years. Yeah. It was down the line. But once it got rolling, it was rolling. But it took quite some time to get there. So what I'm looking for with this current staff is just progress. Because honestly, the only issue that I've seen, which is a pretty large issue, is just management. Like discipline, like some of the penalties, some of the mental mistakes. And, also, like, because there's been issues with, like, play calling, particularly last year. The play calling, but hey, I gotta admit, the play calling has been better. The running game has been better. Recruiting is still fine. It's just now it's about, okay, this is you're 3 years in. Next year's the 4th year. Mm-hmm. Can you start to clean up some things? Right?
Yeah.
I would say definitely. Once again, I am biased, but I would definitely give at least 5 years.
So I agree with everything.
Unless it goes to like 2-8, then this is kind of like, but as long as we can be around where we are and you see improvements, I say keep rolling with them.
I pretty much agree with everything you said. Like in the moment, I agree with other people saying fire him. It's time to move on. But when I really sit down and think about things, how often do you see head coaches join a franchise, become a head coach of a franchise of a team that's winning, like of a team that, how do I explain this? So not everybody can be a Steve Kerr. Steve Kerr joined the Golden State Warriors in 2016, won a 2015, 2014, won the championship. Who else? I think the current Boston Celtics head coach, I forgot his name. I want to say Iman Udoka.
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Okay, Iman was the old coach, but their current coach right now joined the Boston Celtics 2 seasons ago. They made it to the Eastern Conference Finals. They lost. They won the championship next season. And it's like when Tyronn Lue led the Cavs to the final in 2016. Not every coach can join the team and like automatically make them go to the championship. Plus, those teams were already stacked. This team isn't really that stacked. I'll talk about that a little bit later. So I think people expect too much, and I get it because we came up winning 3 straight championships, like you said, and they expect that winning to continue. So when I really sit down and think about things, I think he should get a few more seasons under his belt because that our old coach, he joined in 2009. I got that right here.
Yeah.
He went 6-5, 6-4, 4-6 his first 3 seasons as the head coach. It took him time. He didn't win the championships until 2018.
Yeah.
So 2009 to 2018, that's 9 seasons.
Yeah.
And like I get it, he didn't have no expectations back then. Versus Kyle Jackson, he got expectations because that we came from winning, so we expect to continue winning like the Boston Celtics did. So I get what they're saying about Kyle, but I say don't give up just yet. So,
yeah, but see, it's early. It's really early.
Yeah, it is. And like I said, no offense to our players right now, but I still haven't seen like a star player like Amir Hall, our old quarterback, probably the best quarterback in Bowie State history. Not probably the best quarterback.
Yeah,
Deion Gottlieb Jr., our defensive tackle who declared for the draft into the commit, Joshua Pryor, Raymond Bone. So we had like some superstar players.
Yeah.
I haven't really seen any star players yet. So,
well, I think we got the talent. It's once again, I think the staff is learning. Like next year, I'm going to be looking towards like an identity, like an offensive identity. Like what is the actual scheme? What are you trying to run? Does it make sense? Is there a flow to it? Because we have guys that can run the ball. We got guys that can get open and make plays. We just got to, put it all together. That also comes with, not so many false starts next year and personal fouls and holding. Because that holding held us back a lot this year as well. You get a big play and then you move back 10 yards, then you get another play, and then it's like, 5-yard penalty, then you get a person. So, yeah. That's really the next step. Just moving out of your own way.
Yeah, and I think that's pretty much about it for football. We've been talking about it for quite some time. Let's move on to the next sport. Next, we got volleyball, and I want to say this. Once again, on Fizz, people say, "Oh man, the volleyball team, they're struggling. They're doing bad too, but they're not getting as criticized as the football team." You want to say something before I say something? I got something for them.
It's funny, because my daughter, she's in middle school. She actually wants to be a volleyball player. So for the longest time, she's been saying, can you take me to a volleyball game? So actually, we were here yesterday for senior night. And it was actually a decent crowd, probably about a few hundred people there, cheerleaders. It was a fun environment. And honestly, they got off to a very good start, won the first set. And so we thinking, okay, senior night, but then I don't know what happened, but the next 3 sets it just
collapsed.
Yeah, lost 3 straight after winning the first one. However, they are better than last year.
Oh, for
so
sure.
I'll say that. So they are moving up, and then I don't know how they did this, but they're bringing in people from all the way from California, so they're doing something right. Obviously, you want to see if they can take even more steps, especially since they only had 3 seniors. But I'm not going to lie, senior night was a surprise. After that first set, to lose the next 3, it was like, what's happening? But yeah.
Okay, like I said, people are getting mad because like everybody's criticizing the football team for losing, not the volleyball team. First of all, football is more popular. That's like the Commanders going 0-17, 0-18, and the Washington Wizards are going 0-82. Who's going to get more criticized? The Wizards or the Commanders? The Commanders, because football is more popular. So I'm pretty sure. Let's say it's like 6,002 this year at Bowie State. 5,000 know about the football team. Only 1,000 know about the volleyball team. So first of all, not many people know there's a volleyball team, and football is more popular. So of course they're going to get more criticized. And the volleyball team has had no success over the past year. So this was all expected for them to be still struggling. While the football team, people are still stuck on the 3 championships. So of course they want to get back to the winning ways. Can't get back to the winning ways of volleyball if there's never winning ways to begin with. So it's all crazy to me. People trying to compare the volleyball team struggling to the football team struggling. Those 2 things can't be compared. But with the volleyball team, I just want to give a quick shout out to Taylor Johnson. Once again, shout out to my articles. I wrote an article about her. She's been doing her thing. We had 2 players, I would say 3 seasons ago, that was stand-out players. Unfortunately, they were seniors and already graduates, so we couldn't keep them for long. But I feel like with Taylor Johnson on our team, if she stayed here for the next 4 years of her seasons, I think we're gonna go a long way with her because like she lead a team of digs. I seen like a lot of like yesterday. I was watching on my phone yesterday. She like I forgot how many digs she had, but it was like a few digs in the first. I don't know. It was in the second. In the second set, she had like some beautiful digs to keep the play alive. Now, of course, the other team ended up scoring afterwards. But like her hustle, I love it. Like my 4 years I've been here, I haven't seen anyone hustle as hard as she did, and I've seen like lots of players come in and out. So shout out to Taylor Johnson. That's what I really wanted to say about the volleyball team. I wrote an article about her. I would put my article.
Like I said, they better than last year. So I mean, that's I guess is all you can ask for.
Yeah. Next, we got basketball. You know, football season coming to an end. Volleyball season coming to an end. But we got the basketball team about to gear up. Is it this Friday? Yeah, this Friday against I cannot pronounce this team. Clarion. I'm gonna say that they finished last season 8-20, but they beat some teams.
We got them.
Let's not get too cocky. They beat some teams that Bowie State can never beat. They beat University of Pennsylvania, Indiana University of Pennsylvania. Bowie State can never beat them. They're 0-3 against them all the time. And they also beat Kutztown. So this won't be an easy game. You know, like their old record says it will be an easy game. Speaking of record, Bowie State has improved the past 2 seasons. 2022, they went 7-22.
Man, don't
Last season, they went 12-17. Not only that, they made it to
double-digit wins. I say, hey, we'll take it.
We'll take it. And they made it to the second round. Like, this is their first time not losing in the first round. So, have you, if you've been keeping up with their offseason so far, have you seen any players that you acquired that you're looking out for? If not, who are you looking out for in general for this season, like a star player?
Yeah, because I saw. First of all, I was pleasantly surprised that they went up to Hampton and got that exhibition win. I said, "Hold on, we might be all right this year." But yeah, I've seen a couple of guys. I'm not familiar with the names because I haven't seen them play yet. But this is one young man. He got like I think dreadlocks, and he's bouncy. So I'm like, okay, we're gonna see. But who I'm really looking out for is a returning player, Amari Winbush.
Yep.
Because I've seen him play in person several times, and listen, man, I've said this before. I'll say it again. He has the capability of being like a 15-point, 7 rebound a night guy. He should be able to have a decent outside shot. He should be able to, create off the dribble, attack the paint. It's just a matter of, is he going to put it together? Is he going to do it consistently? Has he gotten a little bit stronger? Because the talent, he got a lot of talent. It's just, can he put it together? Because he has the talent to be an all CIAA player. It's just the question of, are they going to figure out how to make that happen?
100%. I know. I went to high school with him. We both went to Wise. So, I watched him a few times at Wise. And, of course, high school and college is different. How good he was in high school, I know it can transfer over to college. I think this year he will take a jump. Looking back like he did in high school. And also Joel Webb, who is the power forward.
Oh, yeah. He had a pretty good year last year.
Yeah.
A little undersized, but.
Yeah, he be down there getting big, though.
Yeah,
so.
Just don't shoot no more threes, though. But yeah, he high energy. He plays hard. He's going to find a way to get him about 10 points, 8 rebounds a game, just because he plays that hard.
Yeah. Next, we got the women's basketball team, and man, this was a heartbreaking. Like once I saw it on Instagram, our star player, Anat Harris, she transferred to Virginia State, and that's very unfortunate because she was our number one option for the past 3 seasons. She's entered her senior season. Last season, she averaged 19.5 points per game, the most in the CIAA. Had like 31 double 20-point games in her career here at Bowie State, and it hurt her. She was the 11th player to finish with 1,000 career points at Bowie State. So unfortunately, she transferred to Virginia. That hurt it, man.
It was tough seeing her at because I saw her at Virginia State's homecoming when we were playing them up there, in that Virginia State jersey. I was like, man.
Like it's gonna be weird. I color commentate sometimes our home games. So we played in my home this season, and I see her when I'm in the Bowie State jersey. It's gonna be tough, man, because. As a color commentator, she had me out my seat so many times. She's like the shortest player on the court, but she'd be out there blocking the centers. She'd be taking over in the fourth quarter. She helped us get a victory over a nationally ranked team. She was so exciting to watch, man. So that's why I'm so excited for this season. I wonder who's going to take her spot. And we lost all our starting 5 from last season. We lost to Nye, We lost Sanaya Jackson, our center. We lost Jayla Irvin, our second leader scorer. We lost our 3-point scorer. I forgot her name. And we lost our small forward. Our whole starting power was gone.
Yes, they had a good. I seen them a bunch of times last year. They had a good squad.
And I do got one player to watch out for this season, and that one player is Shania Taylor. She's 6'1", averaged 13. She averaged 13 points, 9 rebounds, and 2 blocks in her senior year of high school. Hopefully, she knows how to use her size advantage in the paint. And because no offense to Shania Jackson, but she was always at the top of the key to setting screens. She never was like seeing her post up, scoring points. So hopefully, we get to see a center 6'1", putting in work in the paint. Cause like, I don't think anybody in the city could shoot from. Like I did look up their high school stats and watch some of their film. I didn't really see any great 3-point shooters. So hopefully Taylor can take over in the paint and be our I'm not gonna say Nikola Jokic, but be all like Joel Embiid, just scoring all the time. And I DM'd our head coach Sade Swan. She said she got tricks up her sleeve. So I can't wait to see what those tricks are.
Hopefully, yeah. I'm trying, because now that the CIAA tournament's in Baltimore, I'm going to definitely be down there. Hopefully we can, advance a couple of rounds this year.
It's
Hopefully.
been like 3 straight seasons that we lost in the first round. Last year we came close to, it was like 66 or 69. I forgot who we played, but 3 straight seasons that we lost in the first round. It's tough. Lastly, we got bowling. That season kickoff is Friday. Things been kind of tough for them, After making 8 straight CIAA championships and winning 6 of them, they haven't made the championship for 2 straight seasons. Last season they lost to Virginia Union, and the season before that they did make it, but they lost to Fiasville. That's when I'm pretty sure you did see the post of them looking for some new players.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah,
they lost 2 seniors. It's Chanella Gray, if I'm not mistaken. Chanella Gray and Olivia Watts. Chanella Gray, she was like the most important player on the team. She finished second. She had the second highest average as a bowler in the whole CIAA. And Watts, she had the 15th highest average. So that's like 2 key pieces gone. And I think it's going to be tough for this team, man. Like going from winning 6 straight CIAA championships to not making that at all, it's going to be tough for them.
Yeah, it's like, even when I was here, I can remember they was always like, yeah, the bowling team, they nice, which was good because at that point in time, we were struggling in some other sports. Like, so it is a surprise because I'm just used to them just winning all the time.
Yeah.
But, I mean, winning programs, they figure out ways to bounce back. So we're gonna see what they do this year.
I guess only sport that, there's also tennis. We got track and field. I'll talk about those. I guess we can talk a little bit about the softball team.
Back-to-back champs.
They won back-to-back. They had a chance to win 3 times in a row for the first time in CIAA since Bowie State actually did it in 07, 08, 09. So this is gonna be a tough season for them because they got 9 freshmen coming in.
Yeah.
They got transfer students. They lost some key pieces. They lost it was a starting pitcher. I forgot her name, but she was a starting pitcher. Not only that, she was great at hitting the ball. She had the second most home runs on the team. So it's gonna be a tough season. But do you think they can three-peat? Like, considering, I think they can because they do good against CIAA teams, which is all that matters, kind of sorta. But against non-conference teams, they struggle so much. And like, I feel like at some point in time, you got to try to want to win in the NCAA. Okay, they make it there, but they lose every single game. But do you think they can three-peat?
It's going to be tough. Because I remember watching the championship game last year. That was a close game.
Yeah.
I mean, they wound up pulling it out because it was looking tough. I think it was against Claflin. Yeah.
Again, for like third time in a row.
Claflin was up, and then they found a way. They pulled it out. But like you said, it's a whole lot of freshmen coming in, and that's a tough ask to come in after several championships and say, okay, now it's your turn. You need to go win one. We're gonna see though.
At what point in time do you think, they start to? I'm not gonna say like be unsatisfied with winning the CIAA championship. Because the first 2, I get it, you're happy. But after winning the CIAA championship the 3rd time and losing not winning a single game in the NCAA playoffs, I feel like you should be unsatisfied with that CIAA championship. You should be more satisfied with trying to win a game in the NCAA playoffs. It's like, at what point in time do you think they're going to become unsatisfied?
Honestly, I don't know. Because that's like a CIAA thing in general in like multiple sports. It's like... Because you remember last year, going back to football, you saw, Union in the
The
playoffs.
Union, yeah.
Oh man, that was a massacre what they went through.
Same thing with
Fayetteville State was even worse.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
man.
Yeah.
And so, just overall, for the most part, it's been difficult for the CIAA in the playoffs in a bunch of different sports. We've had some success in terms of football. In the past, Winston-Salem State has had a lot of success. I can remember many, many years ago, I think it was Shaw that won the women's national championship, I think it was, in basketball.
Wow.
I'm pretty sure. Shaw won the women's national championship, I think, maybe 6, 7, 8 years ago. So, most of the conference struggles when it comes to the playoffs. But, every now and again, certain schools find ways to win some games.
Anything else you want to touch on around Bowie State sports? Any sport that I might have skipped over?
Well, just to revisit basketball, once again, I know a guy or two who's on the staff because they were here when I was here. Mm-hmm. And Brooks himself is an alumni, former player, had a lot of success early. But, you kind of see, the writing on the wall already because he got the 1-year extension. So that kind of tells you a lot. But
yeah,
I'm rooting for him. I'm pulling for him. But listen, you don't got to win the championship this year, but it has to look a certain way.
Yeah.
You got to get to, 13, 14 wins at least because, he's on the seat is hot.
Seat is hot. It is. I was like at least 500. Make some
I'll take 500.
Make it past the first round again if you can, because they surprised us all last year, making it past the first round. Make it past the first round again if you can.
Yeah, it can't be a single-digit win season. That definitely can't happen.
Yeah.
But it's some things opening up because you look at it and you got to think Winston-Salem's going to take a step back. They had some guys transfer and their coach got a Division I job, so that should benefit us some. Now, Claflin, we saw what happened last year when we went to Claflin, so I don't see us finishing ahead of Claflin or Fayetteville State, but I think we could, depending on how things go. I think middle of the pack is a reasonable expectation. You got to see what the new guys coming in looking like and how that goes, but yeah.
Well, that's it for today's episode of Bowie State Sports Talk. Go ahead, promote your podcast one more time. Where can they find it at?
Oh, definitely. I'm on YouTube.com and we on Instagram, Breaking Down the Bulldogs.
Breaking Down the Bulldogs. You can find it on YouTube and Instagram. I greatly appreciate you for joining, and I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Like I said, episode 1, season for now. About to be about it here in May. I can't wait. See y'all next episode.